Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Sabotage. This is your brother Yeremiah, also known as by birth name Ronald. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit today because I think everybody got a common problem. It seems like when you have a dream or you have a goal, however it is, seems like it's always somebody there to try to undermine that. Or if you just trying to search out peace, and it's just always somebody. When you set your mind to something, it's always somebody there to try to undermine that. And it's always like they're trying to be, and then you even have people that go as far to try to set up wickedness, against you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to talk a little bit about it today. Wicked devices, how people get people in traps. And it's really to steal your joy, because the old people used to say that all the time. Don't let nobody steal your joy, baby. I remember my grandmother saying that. Don't let nobody steal your joy. I used to wonder what that really meant as a youngster, because it really didn't make a lot of sense. But as I get older, I realize exactly what she meant. And it's just kind of crazy. I made the mistake of kind of, I'm kind of working toward a future goal right now, and I made the mistake of kind of revealing a few of my plans. Boy, the devil showed up, boy, like 9,000. So that's the response. This is the response to that, just to show you, like, what happens when you set your mind, to do something. And, like I say, it'll come from people that know you half the time. And it's sad, a stranger can believe you for some family believe. When you come up with a goal, everybody try to do everything to, oh, that ain't gonna work. I don't know how that's gonna work, man. Or, that's kind of like a stretch, man. You sure you want to just leave your 9 to 5 and go do this, or this? It's safety. There ain't no safety at none of them jobs, because they don't really need nobody at the end of the day. So I'm going to start off here in Job, or Ayub in Hebrew, chapter 5, verse 12. And it says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Now let's look at this word enterprise. Let's get the Hebrew word for it.
Strong's H, 8454. Tushia. Tushia.
Tushia. Wisdom, sound knowledge, success, sound, efficient wisdom. Okay, so in a sound wisdom, read this again. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform what they think is sound wisdom. What they think is they really think that they're smart. Okay, with this word enterprise here. As soon as you set your mind on something, here they come. Or people are like the biggest kids. Like, when you don't do or move like they want you to move, then they feel like they can manipulate you or move a certain way. And this goes in almost any category. It doesn't necessarily mean, and I'm gonna show that a little later, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's just something simple as your goal or your dream or you share information. It's down to, in a sexual sense. I'm gonna show all this. And even in your churches, I'm gonna show you some magic that's in your churches here on this video. If Most High say the same, I'm gonna show it all. So it's always somebody trying to get you, whether it's some woman and you a dude, or you a female and then some dude. You know what I'm saying? With some crafty things going on. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna uncover that. So it says the Most High disappoints the devices of the crafty. So we gotta remember that. You know, we gotta stay focused. We gotta be sound in everything that we're doing, and we gotta dot every I and cross our T's a lot of times, because we live and move in a world that's crafty. It's getting craftier every day with the laws that are being made and all that's what's going on with the gas prices and things of that nature. It's getting harder to live a certain way, you know, here and there. So you and I have to be real careful. We live in a crooked world. And it doesn't matter even when, like I said, at the end of the day, even if it's family, it don't matter. But the Most High can disappoint the devices. Even when it look like they get the upper hand, the Most High will disappoint their devices. You know, with their crafted, you know, that they do with their hands, the work that they do against you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go to Psalms 37. In Psalm 37, I'm going to start out with the first verse. This is the Psalm of David. And, man, sometimes it seems like people get above you with that wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, like I said, as soon as I can use myself for example. As soon as I start kind of like putting some things in place to take a different path and to come into a business thing, you know, that's when the hate come out. That's when the hate. As soon as I started to decide to do something different. Because see, that's a lot of times, that's how you identify where your blessing is. Somebody will come hate and got something smart to say and try to be manipulative. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And they like they can't, and they want to have their way. And they get mad, upset with you when they can't get their way. But once again, we're in Psalms 37 and 1. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be envious against the workers of iniquity. You know, don't even trip, basically what it's saying. Don't even trip against evildoers. You know, when they come at you, you know, they'll try to mess off your character. They'll try to lower your self-esteem. They'll try to knock your dream out your head and make you doubt, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, a lot of times, Hashatan use somebody in your life that you may have known, or somebody you care about. It could be a family member, it could be a coworker, it could be anybody, to try to throw you off the course. That's how he do it. But at the end of the day, don't be envious. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it look like they just having fun and this and that, and just don't seem like you trying to do all the right things and just keep getting cut down. I want you to look at verse 2. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither like the green herb. You look outside, you see a lot of the grasses is starting to turn brown. That's the way that they're going to do. That's the way they're going to end up. They're going to run dry. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do what verse 3 says. Trust in the Most High and do good, so that thou shalt dwell in the land and verily shall be fed. See, at the end of the day, the only way is to keep prosperity, because anybody can make money. The problem is keeping money once you make it. You know what I'm saying? That's the real task. Keeping it. And it says, delight thyself also in the Most High, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. See, this is the way to tap into that. You know what I'm saying? But let me let you know something. Come with a cost. The Most High can direct you into a more profitable situation. But a lot of times, what I'm noticing, just keep quiet, because you know what? At the end of the day, it's a lot of people trying to throw snares at you. And I'm sure y'all have encountered these snares. Because, see, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, sometimes when you don't know how it's going to work, how it's gonna go. But you know, you got this vision. Guess what? Number 5. Commit thy way unto the Most High. Trust also in Him, and He shall bring it to uh, it to pass. So the Most High is gonna bring it to pass, even when it don't look a certain way. Even when you just can't see how it's gonna go. But it says He will disappoint. He will disappoint the ones with the craftiness. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna try to come against you. You know what I'm saying? But all we have to remember, if you're on the other team, depart from evil and do good and dwell there forevermore, like it said in verse 27. But listen, let's go a little bit. Let's touch a little bit. Let's go to Proverbs. And we're gonna go to the 24th chapter. And these are precepts and warning, as the title said. Proverbs 24:1. Be thou envious against evil men. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. You know, when you know somebody's evil, you know somebody crooked, people want you when they fooling. We're going to get us a posse. You know what I'm saying? We're going to, and they know this not right, but they're going to steady send that wickedness out there. You know what I'm saying? But, everything they do is about tearing down. When you have this dream, when you have this unction to try something else or be a better person, you know what? That envious and that jealous person, guess what? They want to hold you. They don't want you to prosper. They want to hold you back. It says, for their heart studieth destruction, and their lips to talk of mischief. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want to do. They'll make up stuff. They'll make up stuff to talk about, and it don't even be true. It don't even be true. But if it's anything that they can conjure out of their mouth to say to hurt you, people will do that. You know what I'm saying? And just know, at the end of the day, guess what? All you have to do is stay, like the scripture said earlier, stay with the Most High, keep your eye on the Most High, do good. Guess what? You're eventually gonna win. He'll give you the desires of your heart. You know what I'm saying? And it says, I'm gonna jump down to 8. It says, he that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. People desire to do evil. They have no other, and some people get satisfaction to see you, down. Sometimes you got that only reason they friends with you on Facebook just to see if you a pass or something, and somebody posted on your page that you had that you went on to glory or whatever, and just to see you when you have something sad or see you hurt, and they sitting up there smiling the whole time. It mean everything to them. You know what I'm saying? Just evil, and you don't know. You have to ponder, like, what did I do to that person to make that person feel like that? You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of crazy. And I'm gonna get a little bit deeper into it. Let's go to Proverbs, the 23rd chapter. It says, eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meat. So you shouldn't even want to keep company. You understand what I'm saying? Keep company with somebody that got that evil eye against you. You know what I'm saying? And it's all a curse at the end of the day. When somebody giving you that evil eye, they're cursed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you here, and let's use this up here. I'm gonna show you in Deuteronomy. That evil eye. I'm show you witness of that curse. And man, you look at this chapter when it's showing the curses. Ugh, it is hard. It is hard to look at. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. This is an example. Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward his wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of the children which he shall leave. You know, this is the curses dealing with the Israelites. You know, this is why we have so many fatherless homes, for instance, because men are leaving the home, and they got this evil eye, as the scripture is telling you in 54, to the wife of his bosom and to his brother. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And then look at 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not to venture to set the sole of her foot on the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. See, these are the curses. See, I'm going to go back and show you that all these are curses. You know, at the 15th verse. See? But if Deuteronomy 28:15, but it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all these commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. See what I'm saying? So this is evident of that when they got that evil eye. You know, it's a beautiful thing to have a marriage. You know what I'm saying? And to love your spouse. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, this world is so crooked now to like you can't hardly profess. Like for instance, like I'm a man and I love the beauty of a woman. You know what? And there's no other creature on earth that I think is sexier than a woman. You know, and also, you know, that I enjoy having a relationship with a woman only. Okay, nowadays they'll take that and say, "Oh, you homophobic. Oh, you this, you that." You want to put a title. There's nothing wrong with that. How did they get there? How did they get to this place if that didn't happen? You know what I'm saying? But nowadays they'll turn that on you, and then you just say, "I just love a woman as a man. I just love a heterosexual relationship." And the beauty of it, and just promoting and just talk good of it. And after so long, you got people that's not going to like to hear that. And they're going to do some craftiness, you know what I'm saying, and have some crafty devices and try to make it look like you such a bad person. They really generally on TV, you know what I'm saying? They can put you on the news or whatever and speak all kind of stuff against you, you know? And just... And won't apologize. I mean, just go hard on you. You know what I'm saying? But it says right here in verse 6, "Eat not thou the bread of him with an evil eye." And a lot of times, man, sometimes you just do a real good look, and sometimes them jokers looking at you with that old evil eye and all that face meat right here, all wrinkled up and everything. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you make it, but they just pretending. And even if they have a great dinner, don't even eat with them. You don't even wanna. I don't care how good it look or if they paying. You know what I'm saying? Do not do that. Verse 7: "For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. See, why they having a drink with you and they eating with you, they trying to get you to talk. Most of the time when somebody got that evil eye against you, they doing far less talking and a lot of listening. They want you to talk because what they're doing is getting information. What they're doing is figuring out a device, a plan. But you know what? When you with the Most High, you know a lot of times He give you perception of what's going on. You know that for instance, it's a setup here. You know what I'm saying? Because this person is sitting there, the only thing they doing is sitting up there looking like this and just taking down different things to try to read you. Because see, that's how they can get up under your skin, because they'll listen to you and they get all information. You don't know so much about them. 8. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. See, and they even have the nerve to speak while you having dinner with them. They'll speak kindly of you, and they can hate your guts, or they hate my guts, and we'll sit there and and we'll sit there and at the end of the day, that meal gonna cost us. Like you say, you're gonna vomit up and lose all the sweet words. Verse 9. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy word. See, some people you can't even just like give them game because they don't even want to hear it. And they'll set you up, you know what I'm saying, and have you all messed up. You know what I'm saying? Now, and I'm gonna go back to the songs real quick. Because man, they don't need a reason, and then you be trying to figure out, like a lot of times, why do they just do that? I mean, what sense does that make? Because if they can get in there and cause division and get you not to achieve your goal, that's that crab in the bucket type thing that be going on. You know what I'm saying? Many people doing that type of stuff. It's that crab in a bucket type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Happens all the time. As soon as you gather yourself and you get yourself together and you start trying to climb, there they go with all that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Ready to pull you back in. Or they just get a kick out of it, see if you stumble a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So they can have something to say to tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is Psalms 12:1. It's a Psalm of David. It's another one. It says, help Yah. I'm just gonna plug in Yah instead of, y'all know I don't like using no title. Help Yah, for the godly man cease it, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. You know what? It seems like they, as a group, they are collectively outgunning the people that's trying to stand up for something. And it just seemed like that. And it's almost like you doing it for nothing at the end of the day, because it just seemed like they prospering so hard. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But that verse earlier said not to envy that. You know what I'm saying? Verse 2. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor, with flattering lips and with a double heart do they speak. There's plenty of people on the sit up like that. Plenty of people on the sit up like that. Plenty. Let's get some examples in the Bible real quick. Let's get the example of hating. I'm gonna show you hating. I'm gonna go to Matthew. I'm gonna get a little New Testament up in here. For them boys that like that New Testament, you know what I'm saying? Matthew chapter 9. And let me go here. Okay, now this is Matthew verse 9 and 1. And he entered into the ship and passed over and came into his own city. And behold, they brought him to a man sick of palsy, lying on the bed, and Yeshua, seeing their faith, said unto the sick of the palsy, it says, "Son, be of good cheer, thy sins be forgiven." So you got some people watching, you know what I'm saying, he in his hometown. You know, the man is sickly here, you know what I'm saying? And he said, "Be of good cheer, your sins are forgiven." 3. And behold, certain of the scribes said with themselves, "This man blaspheming." Now, what did he say wrong right there? What? Be of good cheer? Be of good cheer? Thy sins are forgiven? And that's blasphemy. I don't see nothing that he talked down. Not like the wicked do. You know, they'll lower your self-esteem. Or you ain't gonna do this, you that, this, and that, and that. You can't do this and that, and they want to tear down everything you have. And you know what? That's a sign of somebody weak as hell, because they have to tear you down so they can maybe knock you off your pedestal, because on the normal sense, they got to look up to you in their mind. You understand what I'm saying? So they got to take that pedestal that, you know, it's like at the Olympics. You got first place, he's in the middle pedestal. Then you got second and third. And first place is a little higher. And somebody might have got second place, but they want to hate. You know what I'm saying? They really want that first place that bad. They'll hate. And let's look at this, verse 4. And Yeshua, knowing their thoughts, said, "Wherefore think ye evil in your own hearts?" Wow. For whether it is easier to say, "Thy sins be forgiven," or to arise and walk. So he said, what you got a problem with? He's saying, is it easier what's basically here? Can you deal with, is it easier to walk, or that his sins are forgiven? Which one will be easier for you? You know what I'm saying? Verse 9. But that ye may know that the Son of Man have power on earth to forgive sin. So this was just an act, a miracle that the Creator, you know, used through Yeshua, you know, to heal this man, just showing the power, you know what I'm saying, of the Creator through the Son, you know what I'm saying. And it says, then said he to the sick of palsy, or whatever it is. It says, "Arise, take up thy bed, and go in thy house." So first he checked the scribes. Now he done looked over at the sickly man and say, "Get on up, man, go on in the house." And he rose and departed to his house. But when the multitude saw it, they marveled and glorified God, which given such power unto men. So the people didn't have no problem. It was happy. See, it goes to show you, like some people can view you as a person, and then when you say you try a new business adventure or whatever, they're gonna be, man, I know you gonna make it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just stay focused, man. Stay humble, man. Stay working, man. I know you gonna make it, man. You know, it's more like the people. They glorify the Creator. They praise the Creator. But you know, the scribes over here, they didn't like what he said. So they got a different. See how you can see an example of that hate? How an example of that hate go? You know what I'm saying? He ain't done nothing wrong, and it didn't warrant none of that. Give you one more in Matthew real quick. Matthew 5:20. I want to see something real quick. Oh yeah, because it was the scribes that had something smart to say. In the verse we just left, because he asked me, "Is it easy for me to tell you to get up and walk and go in the house, or that your sins are forgiven?" Okay. Let's look at these scribes again. Matthew 5:20. For I say unto you, except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, ye shall no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. You know, a lot of churches today, they barely, if they don't keep a whole lot of commandments, because you know the Sabbath day is an instituted law. They don't keep that. The dietary law, they don't keep that. You know, and many other things, they don't keep that. The holy days, excuse me. Many of these things, they don't keep them, and they don't hardly do nothing that's instituted in the Bible. You know, they just, Jesus done that, I ain't got to do that, by this, by this. They don't want to do none of the work. You know what I'm saying? But right here, guess what? You see what I'm saying? He said, unless your righteousness exceed, you got to go past the scribes, because you saw how the scribes felt about him when he told the man to get up and arise. They was over there hating. You know what I'm saying? And the Pharisees. You know, they was the ones that sought to have him killed, was the Pharisees. You know, see how that go? That hate is something. That's something else right there. You know, it's just sad as all get out. And I'm gonna go to Psalms chapter 10 real quick. I want to get this and show y'all this. Psalms chapter 10 verse 6. Man, that's good right there. Man, I better bag up with this. Nah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just start at 6. And it says, he have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And it says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. You know, even when they sit up there praising you, you got people, they hate your guts, but they'll sit there and praise you and just to blend in, because they, you know, they don't want to be identified as that snake. You know what I'm saying? Because they ready to take you down in a different way. And they ain't got all their chips in a row, so they can still say some nice things out their mouth, and knowing that they for to get you later. They just building the case, like they say. You know. But they ain't gonna be moved, you know. Man, they gonna make sure that happen. They gonna facilitate. And it doesn't matter about adversity, like the scripture say. They gonna try to come their way. Then when you see this person, man, when they coming at you, they cussing, it's deceit and fraud, everything. Anything to throw your trail off, and the people around you, because they want to see you miserable. They want to isolate you. 9 times out of 10, they gonna come and get the person that's close to you. They're gonna isolate you. They're gonna make you look a certain way in front of a person, or attempt to. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, guess what? They're gonna try to level you off. You know, and get you broke off proper. And they everywhere. They lurking. That's all. You know, we should use that term a year ago, 2 ago. It says, verse 8, he sitteth in lurking places of the villages, and in secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. It says, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and he humbled himself, and the poor may be fall by his strong one. And it says, he saith in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. Arise, O Yah, lift up thy hand, forget not the humble. It says, wherefore Wherefore doeth the wicked condemn God? He have said in his heart, Thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, and beholdest mischief and spite, and to require it with thy hand. And the poor committed himself unto thee. Thou art a helper of the fatherless. And he says, break the arm of the wicked, of the evil man. Seek out his witness till thou find none. You see, this is a prayer being sent up against the wicked that want to come against them. You know what? When my little situation happened and people was trying to sabotage, because there's a lot of sabotaging out there. A lot of sabotage. I'm gonna get ready to talk about it in a little bit to show you how people sabotage and expose some things, even in our churches. Even it doesn't matter if we're in our churches, we're among family. There's a lot of people. You in a secret competition. You don't even know you in competition. You have no clue that you're in a competition. And even if you was in a competition, wouldn't it have been nice to know, okay, if I'm in a competition, let me get ready. Let me really do my thing. You know what I'm saying? But they're not telling you you're in a competition. This is why they have the evil eye against you. Because they don't like to see your success. They don't like to see you look too happy when they not happy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it look like you for to get a step ahead. You for to get rich. And in they mind, you for to burn off. You know what I'm saying? So let me go on and try to isolate this, tell everybody, make this person look like a fool. And guess what? I can stop that dream. I'm gonna spring my trap. I'm gonna cross down just like this line that we reading about. And he gonna jump out. You know what I'm saying? But he said, break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out of his wickedness, till thou have found none. It says, the Most High is king forever and ever, and all the heathen perish out of his land. And thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart, and will cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man on earth shall be no more depressed. At some point, when a person cries out to the Creator, guess what? The Most High eventually is going to turn them balances. And that wickedness is going to get through back on a person. You know what I'm saying? You can expect that at some point. It is going to be in the balance. And I'm going to expose some wickedness real shortly. I want y'all to bear with me just real short. That's the last one. Then I think I'm going to go into exposing some stuff. But this is Psalms chapter 36. Verse 1, 2, and 3. Okay. We back with David. It says, Psalm of David, the servant of the Most High. It says, the transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of God before his eyes. For he flattered himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. It's funny. They'll try to say, "Oh, you ain't no guy that's that's really into the faith." People know what you stand for, but they'll try to. I've had people even compare me to T.D. Jakes. Me and T.D. Jakes don't rock together. For one, I don't do Sunday. I keep the dietary law. And I make good, and I'm not trying to knock T.D. Jakes, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, but I know he's still dealing with Sunday, you know what I'm saying. I keep the 7, you know what I'm saying. We ain't the same, and we ain't the same anyway, because Most High made him T.D., Most High made me Jeremiah. At the end of the day, it don't even matter, you know what I'm saying. But we ain't gonna be the same, and like he's such a great guy because he have a big, huge following. But he ain't telling them to keep the commandments, and I would love to debate the Sabbath with him. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I'll get myself down there to Potter House, and I don't need nobody to give me nothing. It will be my pleasure. You understand what I'm saying? To debate him on that subject. And if anybody would show him this video, tell him that'll always stand. It's the Sabbath forever. And did the Sabbath change because of the New Testament? We can debate that. I'll debate anybody. Anybody y'all got. Anybody y'all got. If you watching this, you know what I'm saying? Anybody y'all got. And but in their eyes, they uphold themselves like they just spotless. You know what I'm saying? Like verse 2. And it says the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. But even though in their mind that they got it going on, and they the person, they the they the one. And it says the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good. See, he ain't doing that part of it. He ain't doing that part of it at all. But he devises mischief upon his bed and settles himself in a way that is not good. He abhorred evil. People stay up late at night. Thinking of ways to try to take you down, take me down. How to manipulate or get somebody to do certain things. And there's all kind of traps. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the traps. They lay in their bed and try to do trap. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about spells. Sex magic. It says means to an end. I just pulled up the word sex magic definition. Means to an end. Sex magic is a means to an end. A way to mobilize the amazing creative power of sexual energy to generate a desired result. Basically, you do sex magic for the same reason you would do any other type of magic, to cause something you desire to happen. Your goal might be to promote healing or attract money, or there's various reasons people do it. But at the end of the day, this is like, I just put up the best of love spells. Now look how you can shop and get a spell on somebody. Now for $249, you can get return love spell. Has your love broken up with you? Do you want them back? This spell will open up their eyes to realize that they have made a mistake and want you back for good. Let's look at the breakup and return. Now, it's $249. They dropped $100 off this one right here. And the next one, breakup and return spell. Has your love broken up with you and moved on with somebody else? This will make him realize that you are the only one for them. The new partner will move along peacefully, and your love will come back to you more love than ever. Rekindle relationship love spell. Stop arguing love spell. Let me tell you something. Anytime somebody got to do that against your will, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to tell you like they doing this. So automatically that's crafty and that's unhandy. Now suppose they do, it ain't necessarily a love spell, and they do other spells. Because it's more than just that was just like a love spell. Suppose they do some other type of spell against you. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different spells that you can do. Why not just pray for the person? Look, here you go. Write your own name on your ex on a pink piece of paper. See, when you are doing these things, you are serving these deities. You are serving these demonic realms. This was 7 minutes ago. It's read it 7 minutes. My bad. You're at the bay and you turning over authority to a demonic entity. and it's causing a shift in things. That's why it's so important as a believer to be protected, to denounce sins. You understand what I'm saying? Because right after his sins was forgiven, the policy, and he was able to get up and go. Because you got two types of authority on this earth. You either under the Creator's authority or you under Hashitan's or Satan's authority. You under one of these two kingdoms. So if you're not under the Most High's kingdom, then you can fall victim to something like this love spell over here. Oh, wait, or somebody go out there and do this. Obsession love spell. Look at that. Obsession love spell. Do you want someone to fall deep in love with you and have them not be able to get you off their mind? This will make somebody fall deeply in love with you within you think 24/7. So you want an ego or a ghoul. You know what I'm saying? Why would somebody do that? And suppose somebody did that to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a person that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? It says you are first thing that you will think about when they wake up and the last thing they think about when they go to bed. And it says they will have to have you. So this is for $300 and something, $349. And so many different spells. You know what I'm saying? You know, why? And then my thing is, you're not going to tell the person that this is going on. And they just walking around here. If they unprotected by the Most High, they're not in the kingdom of the Most High, guess what? They can fall victim to this. And if you and then if you're going to do this on a cool, pay for it, and ain't going to tell the person that's involved, then see, that's that wickedry that we reading about here. You know what I'm saying? That darkness, you know what I'm saying, that you're doing. They lying upon their bed, sitting there thinking of a way to take somebody down, or even in this case, put somebody under a spell, or using sex magic, doing all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, it gets deep. It gets deep. Oh, the devil tried to be slick. Let me see. The devil tried to be slick. Oh, man. See, I had a video. I wonder if I can pull that video. Let's see if I can pull that video. Let's see if I can pull that video. I hope. Because it's this one guy, he was showing that they was doing tricks with chemicals and making stuff smoke and claiming that it's a miracle and all kind of stuff going. And these are all spells and stuff just to get people into all kind of foolishness, man. And when you look at all these videos just come up, man. It's not the one I want. I'm not even seeing it yet. Wow. And I'm not saying every one of these videos is true, because I didn't watch them and I don't know all the facts. But I put up pastors exposed, but look how many I sure hate. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pause this video and I'm gonna come back to it, and I'll have it. I'm gonna pause. Now I'm back. I had to go and retrieve the video. Now, like I was saying, this stuff is not done on the up and up. It's done on the cool. You know what I'm saying? Which is wrong, which is not right, which is deceptive. Why not you just get them under your own cognition? Do like everybody else do. Take your time, learn your spouse, get to know your spouse, spend time talking, conversating, making communication, and then all this is coming, and it's real. It's not fake. It don't have to be no repercussion for all that type of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And brothers, I'm talking to the brothers right now, man. You have to be on your P's and Q's even at the church. Now, some of y'all, you get invited to church. Y'all know how it go. I'm gonna expose some stuff in some of these churches. Man, I've been invited to people church, and man, when they know you're a knowledgeable person of the Most High, you come in a certain way with the Creator. Man, them women are single in them churches, and they jockeying. They jockeying for a brother to come through there with that word. Trust me. I mean, it's almost like it's a cut down, drawn out fight. And after church, they can't wait to maul you, because you're going to almost get mauled. You're trying to go to your car and, you enjoy the message or whatever. Brother, give me a hug. Brother, this and that. Got their nuggets all on you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They trying to put something in your head. You know what I'm saying? This spells casting in church, trust me. And there's a lot of fake miracles in churches. A whole lot of stuff that is wicketry and spells in churches. Like I just talked about, love spell, sex magic. You know what I'm saying? Because in the bed, let's get this real quick. In the bed, let's get Roman. It tells you that they lay in bed thinking of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in Romans. Let's get in the New Testament. Romans chapter 1. And they've been so corrupt so long to the Most High, this done gave them over to wickedness. Romans chapter 1 verse 24, wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. See, they having all kind of stuff that isn't right. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of wicketry and things are going on, and in this magic, you're using, the power from ejaculation, for instance. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm getting a little bit graphic here, and this was not for kids, but hey, man, I'm gonna tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? And people are conjuring energy, and they are having sex, and the partners are not knowing that magic is being put on them. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't even know it. And then, like I say, it's through sex. It's through a whole lot of ways. It's through if you come to church. But they're giving over, and they doing damage to their own bodies. And I'm not gonna even go into the graphic details of some of the things that a man can do to achieve basically a signal to come out of his head and then go to heaven. What you gotta do, but it's not going to the Creator, and it's not right, and it's in violation of this. That the Most High done gave them over to that. All right, you know what I'm saying? They with Satan now. They dishonoring their own bodies. Don't know how they doing it. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, you ain't got to go far to get a spell put on you. Cause like I say, at the end of church, you know what I'm saying? At the end of church, women coming up there hugging all on you. Man, eyeing you down because they want that man of the Most High. And them women in there will fight, I'm telling you. But I want you to imagine a man, and it's going to be a little funny. And I'm trying not to play too much, but I want y'all, and I'm for to let y'all see me go ahead and support this brother. For one, I'm subscribing to his channel. And I want y'all to see me first do that, because I waited to do that. Because he spent work showing fake miracles in churches, how they are taking chemicals and making chemical reactions, making smoke, making things look like it's miracle. Those are spells to get you to give money. You understand what I'm saying? Those are spells. It's going on a lot of wickedness in these churches. But I want to imagine you, and I'm gonna keep it real, fellas. Don't come up here like you ain't gonna notice like this real quick. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have to pause it because I got to take care of something real quick. But I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. Now, imagine you in church, and you trying to focus on the Most High, you trying to come back to the Most High, and you trying to leave the streets alone, you trying to leave the world alone, you have problems. And you go to this church, and I want y'all to look past and look at all the women there. See, it's a lot of spells getting ready to be casted for men. You understand what I'm saying? Check it out. I'm going to play a few seconds because I can't play too much of the video because I don't want to get flagged. Now, you in church. Now, this look like Harlem Nights. I don't know what y'all boys, and that's enough because I don't want to. Now, this sister is. Man, I'm trying to tell you, this sister. Boy, I'm going to tell you, man, it just ain't right, man. Man, how you gonna be focused, man? Boy, you done knocked you off your square so hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the fellas know what I'm talking about now. Now, you got some upstanding people. They shouldn't be. First of all, that's not modest. That's not modest. That's not modest at all. Because what does the scripture say that a woman should be in modesty? You know, that's not. And I hope that ain't somebody's wife. That's modesty. You understand? A lot of times their head covered, they're dressed modestly. That's not modestly, and there's no place for that in a church. Straight up. And with all that going on, I don't even know if Harlem Nights even get it in like that. It used to, but it used to be a place called Harlem Nights. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the strip club. You know what I'm saying? She down with every move the same way. She probably got outdo. I mean, if that wasn't a twerk, I don't know what a twerk was. Nah, she so-called, but let me tell you something. It's a lot of this craftiness go on, man. That's not a spirit that should be in a church. Because spirits are energy. And energy transfers from person to person and place to place. You understand what I'm saying? And spirits can jump in somebody and take over. You understand? That's why we gotta always have our spirits protected. We always got to keep our mind and on the prize and staying focused, being vigilant, like the scriptures say, be sober. You understand what I'm saying? Because if your mind ain't set, you gonna want to talk to that sister at the church, and I'm sure she see you a man, you come to church, trust me. You understand what I'm saying? You know what's gonna happen. Straight up, I talked to many band members that go and play Christian music in churches, at churches and different events, and they all told me the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go into church and not be tempted. You understand what I'm saying? It's just be what it is. It's just be what it is. Man, that lady out there, Backfield in Motion, I'm telling you, that's the song that come in mind. Like that song, Backfield in Motion. You know what I'm saying? That old song. Some of y'all ain't old enough to remember. Some of y'all might have heard y'all dad play that song. You know what I'm saying? But Mustang Sally need to slow that Mustang down for real. That's a little red Corvette, like Prince say. I'm gonna talk songs with you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, how you gonna stay focused? And these are traps. And back to the seriousness of all, these are traps. And a lot of men get caught in these traps. And it's a lot of these men are under spells, and you sisters are wondering like what's going on. How I was successful in my marriage, and all of a sudden now he's out of. Like he ain't the same person, or he out of turn, and don't know that somebody done paid some money over here, and then got him off his grind. You understand what I'm saying? You better pray for that brother, that any spell off his life, as a wife or as because a lot of this is going on, and I'm gonna pause it right here to come back to it. I gotta do something real quick, and I'm gonna pause it right. Okay, I'm back. So, I was talking about, man, these spells, you know what I'm saying, and these particular things, how they done in the dark, you know what I'm saying. They don't let nobody know, and you can see these prices like $900. You know what I'm saying? Well, you got who, and then the thing about it is, just imagine yourself. I mean, shopping for a spell. You know what I'm saying? Where you just go and pay $800 You don't know who you talking to. You can't see who you talking to. You can't. It's kind of anonymity. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See, when you got to do stuff like that, man, already that's out of there. You know what I'm saying? Already that's out of there. The Bible say rebellion is witchcraft. First Samuel. Let's get that real quick. Rebellion is witchcraft. Just being rebellious is witchcraft. It's no different. It's that's the same. You know what I'm saying? And yet, you know, people deal with it. You know what I'm saying? People deal with it all the time. First Samuel 15:25. So many different forms of it, and the little traps out there. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different little traps out there. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on. Let me get that. Did I say it right? 15 and 20. Okay, yeah, 23. So 1 Samuel 15:23, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. The stubbornness is as iniquity of idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Most High, he have also rejected thee from being a king. And I'm just showing you this example. You know what I'm saying? Just being rebellious. You know what I'm saying? It's considered witchcraft. Like I told you, you trying to go to these churches, and I showed you the example of what was going on with the lady in church. You know what I'm saying? With this, I mean, how you gonna focus as a man? How you gonna focus? I mean, come on, man. That's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And there's all other kind of traps out there. All these things are traps. You know what I'm saying? You got people can put a spell on you and mess up your finances and all other kind of things. And you got to watch out for all these traps if you're a believer, because it's so many of them out there. And let's get some more examples. You know what I'm saying? I did a little thing with this movie, but this is another version of it to show you. A growing number of black women leaving churches for witchcraft. And I was reading the article down here, and she was like, one lady felt like Christianity was forced on her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then, she rebelled. That's why it says that's witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? And in this video, they made some food. They served this little deity. They made a little altar, served this little deity. And the woman wanted this dude to fall in love with her. And and she did this little thing, this group of women, you know what I'm saying? They had their little thing. And he fell in love. You know what I'm saying? These people out here casting spells and, man, they have you walk around here looking like eagle or something. You know what I'm saying? With your hands out straight ahead, just looking, man, they'll have you out of there. And these are the things you have to continue with on a daily basis. And you have to watch who you with, you know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, watch the one that you have evil eye with. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of traps. So men, for sure, I'm definitely talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You have to watch a lot of these females out here, man. You see that article? I mean, it's more than one article. I type women leaving the church, and here's one: how to curse someone with a picture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just out there. They can put a binding spell on you with a picture. With a picture. The Bible is very clear. Exodus 22, verse 18 says, suffer not a wish to live. You know what I'm saying? In Shemot, in Exodus, it says, suffer not a wish to live. Do you know that's a death penalty? When it's all said and done and they close their eyes, they're going to be judged for that. They're going to be out of there. Death is coming. According to the Bible. I'm not saying to go out there and do anything to a person. Don't get me wrong. I'm just reading the scripture, you know. And here you go. Curse somebody with a picture. Show you how to do this type of stuff. And then when Satan just take over they hide, because see, when you dibbling and dabbling in this, you know what, you're dealing like contract after contract after contract after contract. And you know, eventually you're gonna have to pay up for the help that you get at some point. And it's not gonna be a good look. You know, man. Daily, I pray that the Most High, any spells, anything. Listen, let's even look at the definition of the word spell. I pulled this up the other day, other month. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the definition of the word spell. A form of words used as a magical charm or enchantment. You know, there you go. A state of enchantment caused by a magic spell. An ability to control or influence people as though one had magical power over them. See what I'm saying? Here's some example. Animal magnetism. You know, beguilement and magic. You know what I'm saying? Charms and stuff like that. You know, I'm going to tell you just like this, man. Man, you have to watch yourself. You know, man, there's plenty of people want to give you the evil eye. You know, one thing and they can have various reasons, because most people want to know why. Why is this person giving me such a hard time? Sometimes they jealous of you. You know, it's the same like in Egypt. Let me tell you something. You might be like the Israelites, and they the Egyptians. See, once the Israelites left Egypt, it wasn't no more pyramids. You get what I'm saying? They livelihood changed. See, one thing about it, when you step out that person's life not going to be the same. And they hate, they jealous, and they may not. They love to throw stuff. They love to spend the whole day telling you, or put you in a situation, or go tell somebody about you. You know, the whole day. That's all they want to do. Yeah, such and such did this. She did that. He did that. He did this, and she did that. You know what I'm saying? And instead of trying to tear you down or tear down your character, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Ain't no perfect child of God. You know what I'm saying? Everybody made mistakes. Everybody's not above mistakes. You know, the thing about it is, I tell people all the time, a liar is going to go to the same hell as a witch. You understand what I'm saying? Period. All that. All warlock. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know, it's a lot of shady business going on, and a lot of people get caught up. And suppose this was, if you're a woman, this was your husband, and some woman went down there and did some enchantment and bought this little thing, and then you wonder why your husband out there going all off and crazy and blinking his eyes and can't sit still over there looking like an Igor, and he want to be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And they breaking up homes with these spells and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot, and it's done undercover. You don't know. You trying to wreck your brain like, we was cool. What happened? You know what I'm saying? You trying to figure it out. Like, man, I don't even know what happened. All of a sudden, we in a bad place. You know what I'm saying? Because all this is going around. You know what I'm saying? All that is going around. Man, like the scripture said, man. People lie in their bed thinking of ways to try to bust somebody up, try to harm somebody, try to get somebody, you know, out there. You know what I'm saying? To ruin somebody. But like I said, at the end of the day, a lot of times it's over just simple. A lot of times it's just over simple jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, they know what you bring to their life. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, wasn't no more pyramids built when the Israelites left there. You understand? The Egyptians' lives changed. You understand what I'm saying? They had to put up with a whole lot of stuff when the Israelites were there. But I tell you what, it was better for them to be there than not there. And maybe you the Israelites, and they want to keep you around, but they don't like you around, but they got to deal with you the same way We read that story on how the scribes earlier was looking at Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? All crazy. Let's give another example of that. Of some hating. Because there's a whole lot of hating going on. That's why they do that type of stuff. They love to hate. Man, when somebody hate on me, man, I'm not sitting up there even worrying about them like that. Because I don't let what they say have mastery over me. I'll tell them, I either tell them or I just don't even pay them no darn mind. You understand what I'm saying? And and this the passage of it's a passage. Let me go ahead and put the red letter up there. And we know who talking here with a red letter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just drop down here to 21. No, 20. And he said, that which come out of a man that defileth the man. For from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts. Men think evil thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, they give you the evil eye. They don't wish happiness to you, but they'll say it with their mouth, like the scripture said earlier. They have a lying tongue, and they'll sit there and flatter you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they'll speak good of you. You know, the Bible says, "Love suffers no ill toward its neighbor." You know what I'm saying? You want the best for that person. Instead of, you wouldn't be cutting the person down every 2 seconds if you really love the person. You wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? You can't fix in the same mouth, I love you, but I'm doing hateful stuff. You know what I'm saying? No. It's very clear. You want the best for the person. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that everybody perfect and all that. I'm not trying to say that. But at the same time, you want the best for the person. And it says, 21, for within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, whatever. I'm bad with that word. Oh man, I'm not even gonna try to do it. And evil eye. There they go back with that evil eye again. Blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these things come from within that defile a man. These people are harboring this on the inside. They're playing like it's cool, but you see this evil eye. They want to give you that evil eye every two. They really jealous of you. They really, really got a disdain for you and hate you to a degree. You know what I'm saying? To give evil, just like we read that scripture that a husband have an evil eye to his brother. A man will have an evil eye to his brother and his wife, or the wife will have an evil eye to her husband or her children. As I say in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. Looking out side eye and stuff like that. You do not have to be as a person. Sometimes you trying to figure out why this person hate me, why this person give me such a hard time. You know what I'm saying? There you go. They up under a curse. And you know what I'm saying? They trying to curse. And it's a lot of spells that people try to put on you and never accept them. I'll tell you what, I'll return the sender anything but receive that. Because ain't going to be nobody home when you try to deliver that spell with me, Jack. And I'm going to pray that you get whatever you sign up for. I'm just be real. I'm be like David with it. David ain't playing no games with that. Deuteronomy 29 and 19. It said, and it shall come to pass when he heareth the words of this curse, that he bless himself in his heart, saying, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imagination of mine heart, to add drunkenness to thirst. You know what I'm saying? That's what people do. They like when I sat there and looked and read the article with the young lady that I flashed up there earlier, with witchcraft. Some of them started out in the church. Some of them felt like churches. It's nothing wrong. Certain things are what it is. You don't want nobody lying to you. You don't want nobody stealing from you. You don't want nobody to kill you. So is something wrong with them rules to be forced on you? If you would eat a certain way, you wouldn't have certain problems. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But you're going to go make a pact with stuff you don't see because it give you something physical so you can, it's all about money. It's all about what you can get out. But then in the end, they die a horrible death. I seen people mock the Most High. And upon them leaving, man, they wish they had had a relationship, but it's too late. And I've seen people where it's too late. And man, the horror in their face. Some people died with the horror on their face. They be in horror. You know. Because people think they can, because they living, ain't nothing happening, they ain't getting touched. And they got all this time to get it together. And they not getting touched. That it's and then, like I say, the Bible says a fool don't believe that there's a God. You got people running around here, don't care nothing about what the word say, grew up on the word, know it's best for them, but they want to have fun. They want to be out there and just having foolishness. Let me tell you something. Them same laws that you rejecting, they're gonna reject you when you stand in front of the Most High because you didn't do them or I didn't do them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make us or break us. But the Most High is gonna get evil out of this nation. You know what I'm saying? And so when he walking in his own imagination and his heart, his deeper thoughts, it says 20, and it said the Most High shall not spare him. But then the anger of the Most High and his jealousy will smote against that man. And all the curses that are written in this book shall lie upon him. And the Most High shall blot his name from under heaven. Man, ain't that something right there? I don't even got to even explain that. 21. And the Most High will separate him unto evil out of all the tribes of Israel, according to all the curses of the covenant that are written in this book of the law. You see, that's the thing about it, man. It comes to an end. People making these deals, you ain't making, and then I see people making deals, you don't even know who you talking to. Some people making deals and pacts with these demonic entities, and they don't even know who they dealing with. And they don't think it come with a cost. That they lose something every time they deal with that. Then they get caught up and it's too late. You get caught up in madness and it's too late. Man, this thing is serious. And spells are cast every day. And a lot of us got spells where people are casting spells in our life. And this is why a lot of times our prayers get hindered. All kind of different things going on because you got people out there pushing against you when they should be pulling with you. But they throwing rocks and hiding their hands. They acting like it's all good, but it really ain't. They got a lot of disdain for you. But I know one thing, the Bible says, harm not, touch not my prophet. See, when you the Most High, let me tell you something. You better stay in their lane because it's going to be hell to tell the captain when it's time to pay. And they would not have no peace, because I tell you right now, I pray for my soul that if anybody got a cord with me or bind with me that isn't of the, anything that isn't of the kingdom of heaven, anything wicked or evil, where a person got a spell or a contract on me, I personally right now, bind that spell, break it, and I ask it to be returned to sender. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not even going to play no game. You going to come at me hard like that? I want it to go back like that. That's just straight up. David was worse than that. You understand what I'm saying? When it came to not playing with the wicked. You know what I'm saying? Because the wicked ain't playing no games when they try to put this in your life. And I renounce any of that, and that did not have mastery. Only the kingdom of the Most High. The Most High power, Most High God of all, you understand what I'm saying, has mastery over me, period. Nobody else. And anything that try to come, that they get blocked. So you got a prayer for protection from the wicked. Like this is the Psalm right here. See how David prepared himself? Not to say David didn't go through, because some of the things David did, with Uriah's wife and different things, and he went through some stuff with his children, but because of Uriah's wife, the Most High told him then that it was going to be tough in his house, swore in his house. It's repercussions for sin, and even though he forgave him, Psalms 51, he forgave him straight up. But sin sometimes come with a cost, and that's why I'm saying we can all be forgiven. But just imagine you got a contract with one of these lesser demons or whatever you want to call it. Man, when they come to collect, you're gonna be out of there. A lot of people do that in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Sell their soul. Man, let me tell you. Y'all know the scripture. What does it profit a man or what? You already know. So Psalms 5 and 3. It says, my voice shall thou hear in the morning, and in the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and I will look up. The Most High, David is right here like, man, in the morning I'm going to pray my prayer, I'm going to look up. That means he focused. For thou art not a God that have pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest workers of iniquity. When they making these plans up against you, just like I'm gonna show you another example. I just showed you an example of how they done Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? Or some of y'all know it's Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Laying in wait, trying to get him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to trick him. You know what I'm saying? People trying to trick you. You just trying to live life simple. And here they go with all these traps. Get you out your spirit, to get you out your element. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for it. Sidestep it. You know what I'm saying? Because it tell you the foolish ain't gonna stand in his sight. Ain't have no time on Judgment Day to be sitting up there talking. And he hates all workers of iniquity. And iniquity can be also definition can be said hidden sin. And that's hidden sin. Like that woman went because she wanted this man. She done all this, and they had them ladies do something in China, and they make some pact with some unknown thing and to get the man. That's what I'm saying. Workers of iniquity. And they look like sisters when you go back and look. Look like sisters. Look like sisters with with a little humility to them and everything. But man, these women is not that. Not that at all. And and a lot of them were in the churches. But see, I blame a lot of these pastors because they didn't teach them right. And see, you don't get the right results. And you reading this, but you're not doing the path to get the right results. And then some man done failed them somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, some man done failed them. Period. Everybody go through something. Everybody got something going where they have to overcome. But you know what? One thing about it is, everybody got to stand for theirs. I shouldn't have to do the sins of the person previous to me, or opposite. Opposite. Going the other way. Bottom line is, it's got to be some self autonomy. We got to pull up our bootlaces and continue to move on. And let's look at this right here. This is a good one right here. It says, thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. Now let's see what this speaking leasing is. But I'm going to finish reading. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. It says, the Most High will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. But let's see what this leasing is. He's going to destroy the people doing this leasing.
Strong's H3577. Kazav.
So the person that's doing kazav means a lie, untruth, falsehood, deceptive thing. So it tell you that right there that the Most High is going to destroy. And people go up there and they talk all kind of crap about you. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 this body telling half truth, talking about what they heard, ain't witness, don't know, but telling it like it's gospel. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you know, if it's a lie, what did that scripture say in verse 6? Thou shalt destroy them that speak untruth, lies, and half truths. You know what I'm saying? People will tell you half the truth. You know what I'm saying? They love doing that. They'll tell you half the truth. And then that way, because it make them feel like they ain't lying. Okay. When it's time to get bust up, you get all the smoke. All the smoke. Okay, I'm going to just keep on going. I'm going to be about to end it real soon, because this video is getting up there on time. So it says, but as for me, I will come into thy house in the multitude of thy mercy, and in thy fear will I worship toward thy holy temple. Lead me, O Yah, in the righteousness because of my enemies. Make thy way straight before my face, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wicked. The inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre, meaning an open tomb. They flatter with their tongue. See, the thing about it, ain't no faithfulness in their mouth. They ain't even trying to stand up with you, but they say they down with you, but they ain't trying to uplift you. You know what I'm saying? Things when they, especially when they can give help to help you be a better person. Or let's say, for instance, you have a charity, or you have something that means a lot to you, a person that really gives a crap about you. You know what? At the end of the day, they're gonna support that. And if they don't, then because it's just like if you gave a party, and the party was to celebrate you, some accomplishments or something, and nobody came, you'd be upset, because you would want somebody to support you. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel like you unloved at the end of the day when you get at that party and nobody show up. But it ain't no faith in people say, I'm gonna show up. See, with their mouth they say that, but their inward part is wickedness. They not gonna show up. And if they are gonna show up, they're gonna go there and talk about you, or gather some intel, or what they think they can hear what somebody said about you, so they can use that against you. Plenty of people sit up there like they work at COINTEL, like in the military. We had that COINTEL where they gathering information and trying to paint a picture. You don't know what's going on. Quit all that foolishness. That foolishness need nowhere. Put you in a prison, put you in a box at the end of the day. Going just to get information. That's why some people friends with you on Facebook, they want to be friends with you on Facebook or social media so they can watch you. And most people give them plenty of ammunition to get them, because they go and put all their business out there. I tell you what, I learned in my situation, like I say, in my endeavors that I got coming, I'm not telling nobody nothing at the end of the day. I mean nothing. Because simply, they ain't do nothing but use information or try to put a spell on you. You know what I'm saying? And you have to watch these people out here, because they'll do that. Because they hate, because they don't want to see you get a bug. You can call me whatever you want, but I'm still a child of the Most High King. So there's nothing that a person can say to me that really it affects me beyond a certain point. Because I expect somebody to be a hater. Because I've been talking to y'all almost an hour. I'm not looking at the time because I don't have the time thing, but I know for a good hour on why people hate you, why people don't hate secret things, the evil eye, how they look at you sideways, cockeyed, and a lot of times you ain't done nothing that warrant that. It's because they jealous, and it's because they envious, it's because, whatever the reason. People got different reasons why they do it. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It tells you that they're going to be destroyed for that. And it's funny. Sometimes death come quick. And don't give nobody no time to get it right. Man, the few little times, my little close times I had with death, I think all I was able to say was, oh God. And the truck was in the air. You know what I'm saying? That was it. Oh God. You know, and people think that this doesn't exist because you don't see God in it, and they leave and you go and making pacts and stuff. I tell you what, touch the wrong prophet and there'll be hell to pay. Because that Bible is very clear. Touch not, harm not my prophet. Because when the Most High puts somebody to do a work, the last thing you want to do is be the one to get in that business. Because I promise you, you're going to get all the smoke. You're going to get all the smoke. And like I said, it's too many obstacles out there if you're a believer. You got people talking, speaking. Because remember, a spell, you can speak a spell over a person. You don't even have to have a picture like on that one spell. There's so many different types of things. And we all face with this type of stuff. We got people that like I said, they'll put up with you because they're getting something from you till they get to a certain point. Some people like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of it, that kingdom still fell. See, them Egyptians put up with the Israelites, but eventually they had to leave. But it wasn't no more great society. Once they crossed that Red Sea, their life changed. And they saw it when they was leaving. They went back and pressured Pharaoh. Pharaoh had told them to go. But then when he saw what was at stake and what he really was losing, then he wanted to go try and run and chase him. And that led to his demise. He was the 10th god that was killed because the people worshiped Pharaoh. Just like, you know, the Most High destroyed all them gods, the Lord of the Flies, gave them darkness, all those particular gods that the Egyptians worshiped. He killed one at a time. But it said there's no faithfulness in their mouth. They want you to do all the work. They don't want to do. They want to sit there and fold their hand. Cause that's why they got you in your life, for your energy. They trying to use you for your energy. It's plenty of people trying to use you for your energy. You know, I be at work. Everybody want me to do this, and this, and they waiting around looking for me because they a lot of times want don't want to do it and use me for my energy. I tell you what, use your own energy. You know what I'm saying? And the days all that is coming to an end too. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, you know what I'm saying? And it says no faithfulness in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe. Had the stuff they just telling you. They don't, and they ain't gonna put in no work. Because if you give a crap about somebody, you care about what they care about. You like what they like. You understand what I'm saying? You can still be like what you like, but you'll take an interest. Anything else, you just bumping your gums. You ain't really saying nothing. You know, I like that sample, talking loud, saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. And the inward part is very wicked, as you see the scripture. And it says their throat is an open tomb. An open tomb. Just like Christ told the Pharisees, he told them that they're like whitened sepulchres. It's the same word right here, which is a tomb, full, cute on the outside, but on the inside, full of dead man's bones. You know, it's a whole lot of people got. That's all they speak is death. It's death inside of them, and they try to kill. They try to kill your life, your well-being, the things, the promises, the blessing that the Most High got for you. They try to kill it with all that death that's inside of them. Oh, that'll never work. Oh, that you know, I wouldn't even. You know, you can't do that. First thing they want to say what you can't do. Like they got mastery over you. They're not your God. At the end of the day, you can be move around, be dead somewhere, and the mission gonna go on. You understand? You're not gonna stop the Most High's will. Nobody can do that. Nobody is got it like that. Nobody can tell somebody how they can do anything. You know what I'm saying? If the Most High will it to happen, guess what? It's gonna happen. It don't need nobody in their little opinion, cause everybody gonna get either buried or in a what they call that cremated or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All your little things that you think important going in there with you. They're not gonna live beyond. Let me tell you something. Most people ain't gonna do a moment of silence. People gonna go on. Some people gonna come to that gravesite, and that's the last time they gonna see you in their life. And they really want to go there just to make sure that you there or to stand over you. That's when they. That's when they really. The only reason they really want to go to a funeral. Then they want to. They had a nerve to say some kind words. No, you didn't support me in the party I was trying to do when I invited you to parties or to events or to something that was important to me. You wouldn't go to that. But as soon as somebody died, they want to stand over them and then talk or sit there and cry. No old fake tears. Sit there and cry. You understand what I'm saying? Talking about how good the person was, but you couldn't tell them that while they lived. Only thing they can look at you and have your face all frowned up and looking all like you with the evil eye, like the word said. You know what I'm saying? That's all they could do. At the end of the day. They ain't do nothing when they had time. Most people, what I'm finding out is the older I get, the more people they full of talk. They ain't for to do nothing. They ain't for to bust nothing. I'm from the old school. If I'm gonna get you, I tell you I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Mean just that. I'm from the old school. I don't know how these millennials and how all these cats do it. If I tell you I'm coming, I'm coming. Bottom goddamn line. And just what it is. Now, it says, and it says they flatter with their tongue. Some of them have nerve to say something nice about you. Hate your guts, man. You know, I seen supervisor. I seen this one case, right? Dude gave the safety meeting. Ain't gonna put his name out there. Dude gave the safety meeting. The whole day they know they was gonna fire that man. Dude came in with a safety meeting and can sit up there and look at him and smile, let him work a whole day, and then drop the load on him. You know what I'm saying? See, some people cool like that. Man, you should have just told that man, hey man, we firing you for this, and this. Not to play no petty game like that. People juice you like that. You know what I'm saying? We get them to do the safety meeting, man. See, that's how cold these boys is. And it says, destroy thou them, oh God. See how David was with it? David wasn't playing with his enemy. You know what? If you want to cast a spell on me and put this in my life, you know what? I ain't got no problem asking the Most High to not have that have governmentship over me and to return that spell to the sender. You understand what I'm saying? And do however he gonna do it. Give him all the smoke that he try to give me. I ain't got no problem with that. Some people say, oh, that ain't Christ like. You know, he say love thy enemies. I tell you what, ain't nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? If it was good enough for me to eat, good enough for you to eat. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, nothing personal. You know, I still got love for you. I'm going to love the Most High. However he the Most High, I'm going to put it in his hand. However he see to do it. You know what I'm saying? But break that curse off me. Because many of people, these spoken curses, man, they are the most plentiful thing out there. That's all people want to do. And they'll be saying half a truth. And sometimes they lying so hard or just have half a truth or just so confused on the story. And you just sitting there looking like, man, this is crazy. Like, what did all this come about? You know what I'm saying? Like, man. Like, man, wait, I mean, this is just try to ruin your character, try to make you feel, or some people want you to just straight up wrestle with them. Ain't nobody for to go back and forth, lip wrestling and all this old stuff, man. I'll just be by itself. But I'm like David, destroy them, oh God. You know what I'm saying? You see that scripture? Let them fall by their own counsel. So all the little partners and everything that they cool with, all of them get the smoke. Cast them in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. In the Most High, let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Because see, at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. All that little hate, all that talking down. You know, Big Pokey had that song. How them lyrics went, how that chorus went. Who that talking down? Man, hold up. Who that talking down? You know what I'm saying? Who that talking down? You know what I'm saying? or they're talking down, at the end of the day, the Most High going to defend them. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible say, judge not lest ye be judged. So when you going around here telling somebody this, and this, and reading the law to them, you getting judged at the same time. And you going to get the smoke that's promised here. You know, the old folks say, hey, man, you reap what you sow. Don't plant no evil. Don't plant no evil eye. Don't plant no bad energy and think you're going to get positive energy from that. And you're going to go, okay, I want to, for example, I want something nice from the person. You think me going over there cussing them out, I'm going to get that from them? No, I stand a better chance bringing positive energy up, planting positive seeds instead of negative seeds. Whatever you plant comes up. And it says, let them also that love the name be joyful indeed, for the Most High will bless the righteous with favor. Wilt thou compass him with a shield. So at the end of the day, this is why you want to be riding with the Most High, keeping the commandments. The Most High got a shield around you, and you know what I'm saying. He got that shield. You know what I'm saying. You know how they put that shield. They have that. They'll grab that little handle, and they'll have that little part that go right there, and you put that shield up. You know what I'm saying, and block all them darts, because plenty of people are throwing darts. You know what I'm saying, with the stuff that they say and the angles that they going with. You know what I'm saying. It's a lot of that mess. Let me see. I think I'm going to do one more. Jeremiah chapter 9. Now, Jeremiah 9:3. And they bend their tongue like bow for lies. You know, like you bend a bow and arrow. That's how they had their tongue ready to go, pull back, ready. Can't wait to tell something about somebody. Give some bad news or talk down or tell what somebody can't do, like they life perfect. If they was perfect, they wouldn't be mad all the time. Or they wouldn't be sad all the time. Or something. You know what? If you was living good, you was living really good and truly like that, you didn't have time. You wouldn't even be thinking about nobody else. That wouldn't even come to your mind. You wouldn't even be thinking about nobody else. You'd be too busy enjoying your happiness. Huh? It says, but they are not valiant for truth upon the earth, for they proceed from evil to evil, and they know not me, saith the Most High. All they doing is going from one. Now you heard this about such. What about your boy? You heard about your boy. They can't wait. All they want to do is be a reporter. But then when somebody put their little news out there, they ready to fight. But they don't have no problem telling everybody else or getting there and getting the latest gossip. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had no problem like that, making fun of people and stuff. But when it's them, it's a whole nother situation. It says, take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slander. So, hey, when you got plans, don't tell nobody nothing. Because all people want to do is know your plans so they can cast a spell. You know what I'm saying? Tell you what you can't do, speak negative, instead of just trying to help you and promote you to where you can, do something, and then you can help other people and let that be a blessing for you, and other people are leaving a legacy for your children. We go and tell, because we think we talking to family sometime, or we talking to a significant other sometime, or a friend or a coworker. Sometimes it's best to shut your mouth. Do not give them co-intel. And it's best to do that all the time, because that scripture is very clear. And this is my first time that I remember reading this scripture. You know what I'm saying? So this is a personal thing for me. Like, I got something going right now. I'm trying to get going. And I tell you what, I bet you I'm gonna be more quiet about it. I know that. It says, "Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. Every brother will supplant. People will steal your ideas and run with it and go do it. You know what I'm saying? And every neighbor will walk with slanders. You can't wait to just talk about you. You know that boy over there trying to search it. Can't wait. It's just gotta tell somebody something. Can't wait to tell it. And like I told you, I'm more H-Town. I ain't for the tip. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nothing you gonna hear me say. Snitching, I don't do it. Hey, I'm in my own lane. For real, for real. And it says, verse 5. And they deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth. You know what? They love try to hurt somebody. They love to say some old spiteful thing. They love to just say anything but the truth. You know what I'm saying? They have taught their tongue to speak lies. Boy, man. This is gonna be a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop this right here. Boy, I'm gonna make a whole nother thing just on this right here. I think I'm gonna make the Most High willing. I'm gonna use these verses as a base to do a whole nother. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop here and make a part 2, cause this is just too good. This is just too good. You understand what I'm saying? Oh no, it's too much meat on this bone. But I'm gonna say Shabbat Shalom to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I got one for the men out there. Why you would want a man in your home is a pretty much a teaching that I already have. It's already pretty much done. And I'm gonna try to do that one. Maybe tomorrow the Most High say the same, because I need to start pumping more of these verses out. But why you want to have a father, a man, a husband, or a man in your husband in your home? Like, what does he have to offer? It's going to be very insightful, especially when it deals with the children. It'll be very insightful. So I thank the Most High, and like I say, I'm going to pray to the Most High that everybody that will listen to this, that they will not have any soul ties, any works of darkness where they're bound through spells and magic and different things like that. That the Most High allow that person to know about it and to be able to deal with it and repent and of their sins and also bind those things, that they'll be in the right standing to bind those things, that they don't take effect, at the end of the day. I want y'all to have a beautiful and blessed weekend. I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom.